All right, let's take two. This time it's recording because when I did the live stream earlier, I was getting text interruptions and I was getting knocking at the door interruptions. Yeah, people are upset. Uh, it's a it's a struggling day for America, for the constitutional democratic republic. Yes, people who voted for Trump did not know what they were voting for. They voted for, well, in several states, they voted. Uh, let's take Florida. Florida, why did you vote for Trump? Because we like his policies. We know he says some dumb things, but we like his policies. Well, Florida voted 57%. 57%. That's quite a landslide. That was enough because, the tricky Republicans in Florida made it a 60% requirement. But 50% of Floridians voted to protect a woman's right to her body, her Fourth Amendment right to medical privacy. Basically, in a nutshell, none of your fucking business if she wants an abortion or if she wants fertilization, if she wants help having a baby or help not having a baby. 50%, 57% of you who claim you like Trump's policies, yeah, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, obviously. But that's neither here nor there. He won. We got to live with it. We should live with it with a smile. As I was trying to say earlier this morning, we should let Trump be Trump, because when we let Trump be Trump, that's when people like Biden win. That's when we let Bush be Bush. That's when people like Obama wins. That's when America wins, is when we let the assholes be the assholes that they are. I want to talk just a couple minutes about piss poor leadership. I was pretty pissed when it was looking pretty bad. It wasn't definitive yet, but it was looking bad enough that Kamala Harris, sorry, Kamala, I was rooting for you. And I do wish you won because you're the lesser of two failures. I was rooting for you. Kamala, you'll probably never hear this, but I hope the message is echoed enough that you'll hear it from others. You were a fucking coward. Piss poor leadership. You ran a good race. You sent a good message. You have good policies. But when it came time to, oh shit, I might lose, you couldn't face your audience. You were a fucking coward. We're not looking for cowards in leadership. You showed your true colors. When it came down to it, you were a coward. You couldn't swallow your pride, get up there and say, we have lost, or even that we are losing. You could not face your audience. I want to point out another weak quote leader, end quote, that was very similar to. In 2016, Hillary Clinton looked like she was going to win. As the election went on, it looked like she was losing. And when it was pretty sure that she had lost, she also could not face her audience. Chicken shits both. Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton. Great policies, great politics, but when it came down to leadership, when it came down time to face the sad truth, you chicken shitted out. I want to name another person in that line. Kamala, you felt this last night. Even though there was complacency that lost the day, even though the reason you lost is because Trump won with fewer votes yesterday than he lost with in 2020. More people voted for Trump when he lost than when he won. And you didn't have the intestinal fortitude to get up there and say we have lost, or at least we are losing. I get it. Fox News called it a little bit early. Fox News called it before they had the numbers. But something tells me maybe you guys in the campaigns, you also had the numbers too. Trump was celebrating a little bit early too. But yeah, Hillary Clinton also great politics, great policies, lost. And when she knew it, she couldn't face her audience. But I digress. There is another quote leader, end quote, who did something very similar. in 2020 on election day, it was looking pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. And a few days later, I think it was that following Saturday, the media finally called it. Biden has won. Do y'all remember what Trump did? That chicken shit, lack of leadership, no intestinal fortitude, piece of cowardly shit. He hid for days. He made no public appearances for days. It took him until actually last night to concede that he lost 2020. He actually admitted last night that he lost 2020. It took him 4 years to figure that out. Hillary, it took her some time and she couldn't face her audience, but she did eventually come out and say that Trump won. And Kamala, I don't know when she will admit it, but she lacked intestinal fortitude to come out there to her audience and say we lost. Trump couldn't do it. We didn't see Trump from election day except for occasional snapshot through a window in the Beast being the presidential limousine. We didn't see Trump after the election for a long time. We didn't see him until Mr. McCartney went down to Florida and kissed the ring. Trump is also a failure in leadership, whether you like his policies or not. Trump was even a bigger coward than Kamala and Hillary combined. I just wanted to point that out. Sour grapes, sour oats. Am I pissed off? Perhaps. But there's are the facts. Prove me wrong. Prove in the comments below. Show me where Trump showed a public face between election 2020 and weeks later. The man sulked like a girl for days, for many days. The snapshot of him in the window of the Beast right after the election was called, he couldn't even face his audience then. It took him 4 years to concede the 2020 election. All right, yeah, it took Hillary longer than we wanted to. Kamala, it's already too late. You didn't concede yesterday or today. You lost. Okay, you lost fair and square. This time, despite whatever little cheating happened on both sides, the election was lost fair and square. The liberals got complacent and didn't get out and vote. Proof of that is Trump won with fewer votes than he lost with 4 years ago. But on the leadership scale, on the ability to speak truth to the masses or power, all three of you have failed. The biggest failure is Trump. He can only show his face when he wins, he thinks he's winning, or he thinks he's going to bamboozle people into winning. This time he won fair and square. He's a chicken shit piece of cowardly turd. And until he takes away the First Amendment, as he has promised to do, he has promised to attack the First Amendment. I will continue to say so. As long as I have a right under the current Constitution to speak my mind, Donald Trump, you're a coward. You're a sniveling little pussy coward, and you couldn't face your audiences in 2020. It took until January 6th. It's going to be wild. Come on down with me to the Capitol. By the way, that Capitol thing's not going to happen this time around because we are law-abiding citizens, the majority. There might be a small protest. In fact, I've already heard some people going tomorrow. They're going to, it'll be a small thing. It's sad. Yep, I get it. It's sad when your team loses. It's really going to be sad for Ukraine. It's really going to be sad for those 57% of Floridians who want a woman's right to private medical treatment, that they lost with a majority. They lost with a majority. They lost with a confused majority. We like a woman's right to medical privacy, and we like Trump's policies, which are in direct contrast to each other. America lost yesterday due to complacency on the left, and on the right, fear, anger, hatred, and I forgot one earlier, ignorance. You like a woman's right to choose. You like a woman's right to medical privacy. You like Trump's policies. And for the small corner of YouTube that I am a member of, you hate qualified immunity. Good luck with that. I'm not going to be one of those sore losers that get a bumper sticker. Don't blame me. I didn't vote for Trump, or don't blame me. I voted for Harris. But let's face it, whatever we're going to face in the next 4 years, don't blame me. I voted, and I did not vote for Trump. I did not vote for the cowardly, sniveling piece of shit who's a bigger sniveler than the two women who ran against him in 2 different elections. This time he can claim he won the popular vote as well as the electoral vote. Yes. Again, complacency, ignorance, hate, anger. It's all there. I know I'm coming across a little negative. I'm going to go on with my day, encouraging people who are really struggling with this. People are really struggling, but be the cat. What's the cat? Oh, the cat. The cat's that furry animal that hangs around some houses. It doesn't really care what's going on 3 blocks away. All you got to do is feed it, and when it wants it, give it attention, and just ignore the outside world. If you're going to participate, do it the right way. Don't resist Trump too much. Let Trump be Trump, because when Trump is Trump, that's when Americans wake up. When Trump doesn't have the power, they feed on the anger, the ignorance, the hatred, the fear mongering, and the bad guys win. The bad guy won. Okay. 13 minutes. Let's give it a closey poo right now. I'm going to continue being Finkel. I'm going to continue being a liberal, hat-wearing, commie pinko, contradictory fascist. I don't know how you can be a communist and a fascist at the same time. But again, I'm feeding off of ignorant words. Smile. If you're against Trump, smile. Better things are coming. And by the way, the 4 years we lived under Trump and the next 4 years is proof positive that the shadow government, that the CIA did not assassinate Mr. Kennedy. Because if they're going to do it to Mr. Kennedy, our only hope is the Big Mac. Everyone should buy Mr. Trump a Big Mac. He likes Big Macs. It's not mean. Have a Big Mac on me, Mr. Trump. Did you learn how to cook them yourself? Probably not, because you're a slow learner. Go ahead and have a Big Mac on me. Cheerio.